So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Going right back to Dotson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Kill. 27.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 31, Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Cam Sims
from 17 yards out.
And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touch.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
It shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he's got room. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group was not played well at all here in the first half.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A carry now for McKissick.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wentz. This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2. Kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy, often works really well for offensive guys.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains.
A final shot before half for Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
20. Touchdown, Cowboys!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Robinson with another carry.
Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top. You become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Chase Young
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, kill! 47.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. That's caught. It's James Washington. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Now Dak. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Now Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Prescott.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
Here's Prescott.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart, I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness, I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here, nothing can stop me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down carry by Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws. Hard.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella. The 30. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On second down, Kamara. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And now it's blocked. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A first down throw for Prescott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's second and a yard.
Six nothing our score after 1.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. Same try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they numb it. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like them in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They set your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up a little louder, turn it up a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from Atlanta.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mariota.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And another juke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
3.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, the offense has moved the ball pretty well on this drive, but now the defense, they're bowing their neck up a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, not only are they bowing it up, but I think they took a little bit of a gamble there because on 2nd down, they sent people after him and got him, and that puts them in a pretty good spot now to bring up a 3rd and long.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in the state of Georgia. And he is going to lose yardage here. Next to Rashad Evans' name, you can put a tally for a tackle for loss. Really excellent effort on the defensive side of the football. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Watson.
That's complete to Bell over the middle.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Watson now to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Mariota.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 38, Mariota. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota.
And complete to Drake London.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London,
38 yards.
And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Following the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. The return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time up, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run it again with Chubb.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On first down, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain for second down.
Out of the gun, Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fourth, Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal will be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
Touchdown, Browns!
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
York to kick off for the Browns.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
At the 19-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Watson on first down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Now it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Again, Patterson.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Grant. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hunt will try going up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Watson off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Mariota. Able to find Patterson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, Mariota. And caught by London.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Now Mariota.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. I chase, I just attract what you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance in them wherever I'm at.
feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
Downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, anyway, gotta pay a little more. We late to the jet, got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra gon' play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip, I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking to
the best. Feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Hello, new world. the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I fit up my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and fools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Holla, holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for living.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? The gossip. What the is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Bengals and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week: 18 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. They expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback.
Here we go.
They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
Taken down at the 42. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
Ooh, with a juke. And yet again. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had the interception last time. It led to